Okay, so I just finished the Pokemon Volcanion movie, and oh my goodness, was it so amazing! I know it's like, I know it's just a movie, not like an actual installment to the series itself, but nevertheless, it reminded me of how great and amazing X, Y, and Z actually was. I, it just doesn't, I don't get it how they're just gonna completely write off all of that and give us nothing else. I mean, like, come on, Serena and her caring for Ash, and then Ash Greninja, the whole bond phenomenon, and I guess they haven't really forgot about Zygarde. I think we're gonna see him in the very end of this season, or the very end of Sun and Moon. But just everything about it is just so perfect, and they're just gonna completely drop it all and give us some cliche, annoying endings for Greninja and a vague saying from Serena that sort of confirms, but we don't even know if they're really gonna give it to us, that she might come back. Um, I just don't get it, dude. Like, how? Okay, so you're telling me Ash and his Greninja have a bond so strong that they can replicate Mega Evolution without a Mega Stone or anything. You're telling me he can do that? But when Kiawe says that you have to be one with your Pokemon and perfectly in sync to use the Z Crystal and the technique, he says, this is what he says. I don't understand much of that complicated stuff you said, but I'm going to take care of it. Okay, that might not have been exactly what he said, but generally along the lines of that. And I'm like, what kind of, what? That's, what? I know it's been a recurring thing for Pokemon just kind of forget about the previous season, but like, really? That's what you're gonna say to that? After everything you Greninja did, that's what your response to that is? Everything, it just frustrates me so much when they switch like this. Especially after such a great series like X, Y, and Z. And then they're not even gonna reference it. I mean, I know it's the first few episodes, I might be overreacting. I probably am, but I don't know. When Ash said that, I just got triggered. Whatever. I guess I'll stop ranting and actually talk about something. I guess I'll start here. The way the game's story went, I think they're gonna follow that to almost a T. Whenever Ash starts traveling throughout the trials, island trials, Lily's definitely gonna be a companion. She's gonna have her story. It's gonna be a good story. I like Lily. Just about everybody likes Lily. But there's, I mean, you don't want to give up on such a great character like Serena. You don't want to just see them discard her like that, or her not have any importance in this season. But the way they're setting it up is there's no place for her to fit in, like, soon or during the whole season. The only place I can see her fitting in is towards the end. After the league is done, after Ash has lost the league, after Lily's figured out some things, we're gonna have like the, you know, kind of how we did in X, Y, and Z with the Team Flare arc at the end, where he had taken over the Zygarde and all that. We're gonna have something like that, how the games did it, with the Ultra Beast and the Aether Corporation opening the portals and stuff. We're gonna have like that scene, just how X, Y, and Z did it, and we'll have Zygarde, because we know Zygarde's in the game. You can collect his cells, you can have the 10%, and the 50, and the 100 if you find all the 100 cells. So Zygarde's in the game, and I think we might get something really cool at the end, where Zygarde, Greninja, and possibly even Serena is done with her trial and she wants to visit Ash, or something happens. Where we get a reunion of all those great characters from X, Y, and Z. We get Ash, or not Ash, we get Greninja, we get Zygarde. I doubt Bonnie or Clement will be there. It doesn't. I doubt that. And maybe Serena. It's not necessarily like she doesn't necessarily have to be there. But I think Zygarde's gonna have to help with the Ultra Beast, and Greninja's gonna come with him because Greninja's kind of like Zygarde's acquaintance now, I guess. But yeah, I think that's something really cool that is a possibility to happen. We have no idea They did give us the kiss in episode 47. Nobody was expecting that, so we could get something crazy. Who knows? But that's really the only spot I see Serena coming in Sun and Moon. Like, they could put her in as a protagonist during the whole thing, but there's no room because there's already so much story throughout the game that they're gonna put in the anime. There's already so much story to be filled that she's not necessary to bring in. Alright guys, so that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I might make a follow-up video on this or something after episodes 3 and 4. I have a couple more ideas. Just definitely put something in the comment section.